All right, Group A and B, we are on History 16, and it's titled Miracles of Jesus. We read a miracle last week of Jesus. Can you remember what miracle it was? About giving the blind man what? He gave him sight to see. All right, so now that we've done that miracle, we're going to learn about another miracle of Jesus. Now, if you look on top, it says John 2 through 11. If you have a Bible, you can open up to that page. All right, but I made a mistake. It's not John 2 to 11. It's Mark 14 through 35. If you want to cross it out and write it on your paper, just like that, please do. Press pause if you need to. Excellent job. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and read it from the Bible, but what you can do is go ahead and tear out this page and go ahead and start coloring it in the best you can. Take your time. The picture is a little bit blurry, so if you want to go over it with a marker or a pen, you can, but then go ahead and color it in as I read, or if you have a Bible, you can follow along. So it's Mark 4:35. When evening came, Jesus said to the disciples, "Let's go to the other side of the lake." They left the crowd behind, and they took him along in a boat, just as he was. There were also other boats with them. A wild storm came up. Waves started crashing over the boat. It was about to sink. Jesus was in the back sleeping. The disciples woke him up. They said, Teacher, don't you care if we drowned?" So what's happening? Jesus is in the boat and he's what? Sleeping. And there's a big storm happening. And what? The waves are crashing. The wind is blowing. And it's what? It's scary. What can happen to a boat that's in the ocean? It can sink. Oh. All right, so what happened? It said that what? Jesus was what? He was sleeping in the back of a boat. And then what? There was a storm happening outside of the boat. Waves were crashing into the boat. The boat, was it just gently rocking? No, it was going back and forth, really rough, all right? The wind was hitting it. There might have been rain or lightning, but it said a wild storm. All right, and what were the disciples? They're like, Teacher, wake up. Because who was Jesus? He was their teacher. They said, "Don't you care if we drown?" So what does that mean? Were they calm? "Oh, teacher, can you wake up? Don't you see the storm?" No, they were frightened. Teacher, wake up. Don't you care if we drown?" All right. He got up and ordered the wind to stop. So what does that mean, he ordered? Like, if you call and you order a pizza, you say, "Can I have this and this?" Same thing, he did that to the wind. He ordered it to stop. He said to the waves, "Quiet and be still." Then the wind died down. Can you believe that? Can you imagine going outside and being, rain, stop raining. Can we do that? No, but who can? God can do that. All right, because what? He created all things, and all things obey their creator. And it was completely calm. Then he said to his disciples, "Why were you afraid? Don't you have faith at all yet?" They were terrified. They asked each other, "Who is this? Even the wind and the waves obey him." All right? They knew that their teacher what? So can you imagine this? Let's try picturing this real fast. There's 12 disciples, and they what? They knew that Jesus can heal people because they saw him heal the blind man. And what? Did they believe that he can heal, that he can make the storm? No, they were shocked. They're like, "Who is this man that he can what? Command the wind to calm down and the seas to be calm?" They were still in shock. They're like, "Whoa, who is this Jesus?" Don't we serve an amazing God that the winds and the waves obey him? All right, so we're gonna go ahead and work on our paper together. Now, as you guys were coloring this, what we're gonna do next is cut it out as best as you can. We're gonna try to stay right along the black line, all right? Now, see these dotted lines? The dotted lines are not for cutting. The dotted lines We'll do in a little bit, but right now let's focus on really cutting nice and straight, taking your time, not going too fast. All right, are we looking around while we're cutting? No, we're watching and we're trying to make our hand go nice and straight as slowly as possible. All right, let's go and do this together. All right, go ahead and get your scissors in hand. We're gonna go ahead and cut this out together. Hopefully yours is already colored. Now, a trick to cutting. When we cut, we always have the scissors pointing away from us, never towards us. We never cut our paper like this, cutting towards us, all right? It's gonna come out very sloppy if we do that. So we wanna make sure we take our time. We go nice and slowly. All right, I'm gonna take my time. Am I going on which side? Am I going on this side or on this side of the black line? I'm going on the outside of the black line, just like this. All right, I'm gonna make sure I go absolutely very slowly. All right, I don't want you going fast because look at what happens. See this line? What if I wanna cut a straight line right here? And watch what happens when I go fast and I wanna cut a straight line. Does that look like a very nice cut? Is it straight? No, it's what? It's very jagged. Because did I take my time? No, I went way too fast. So I can tell if you guys are going slowly and taking your time, or if you're going very super duper fast if your paper looks like this. All right, so let's try doing this one again together. I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna put my scissors, point them away from me, and I'm gonna cut very slowly. And then I'm gonna put my paper right here, or my scissors, and I'm gonna do the same. All right, so now you should have your picture just like this. Now, do you see these dotted lines? We are not going to cut them, so put your scissors away. What we're gonna do is actually fold those lines. So as best as you can, I'm gonna try to make sure I get it straight. Now this can be a little bit tricky trying to fold it into a very straight line. I do want you to try, all right? But if you really can't get it straight, go ahead and you can ask a sibling or a parent to help you. All right, so we're gonna fold it like that. And now we're gonna fold it, what? One more time on the next dotted line, just like this. All right, so now it's folded twice, so you can unfold it now. We can fold it like this. So now I want you to fold these back. So now so you have 1, 2, 3 parts. We're gonna put the first 2 parts in front and we're gonna put glue on the big fold right here, all right? So let's get out our glue stick and let's put glue only on the big fold. All right, put just enough, as much as you may need. And we're gonna go ahead and glue it down towards the bottom of my paper, all right? Not hanging off, but towards the bottom, not at the top, at the bottom. And I'm gonna push down, all right? Because now that I have my paper like this, I have what? I have the winds blowing. I have my disciples in the boat, Jesus right here, and you see all the winds, all right? But then Jesus said what? Be quiet and be still. And what happened? The winds and the sea calmed down, all right? So we have the winds and then we have the calmness in the sky. So what we're gonna go ahead and do is write, even the winds and the waves obeyed him. Mark 4:41. Take your time, write the best you can in cursive. Great job. Press pause if you need to. Excellent.